Hi, this is Chris, and I'm going to do a quick follow-up video on my Jinlun scooter. So I've made some modifications to this over the past year, a lot of which have definitely helped in the performance and just the enjoyment of the scooter. And I'll go through those right now. So first off, the scooter came with some pretty cheap mirrors on it, which I didn't really especially like. The text was even upside down on them. So I went ahead and got rid of those and put the Napoleon style mirrors that mount on the bars. So I'll just get a little bit better look at those. So those I definitely like and seem to work just as nice. Took off a few stickers, put a new front tire on because the front tire was leaking air, just needed to be filled up once in a while, so I changed that and repainted the rim black, which I think matches the bike a little bit nicer, and just pressure washed the bike also to just clean it up and everything like that. And then back here is where the interesting things are going on. So on eBay, I found a kit for around $300 that goes and provides several upgrade parts. So I actually had this whole thing apart. You could see there's a plastic sleeve that goes over the engine. So you take that off, you take the carburetor off that's on top, you take the air intake off and all that. And you actually then take apart the engine. You take the head off, and then you actually take the sleeve off so that you're down to just a piston connected to the crankshaft. And this kit actually has a new 105 millimeter piston that you put on there. So supposedly it's twice as big, but I've gotten some feedback. It's only 90 or 95 cc. But anyway, significantly bigger piston head on there that gets installed. They give you rings that you put on there and everything like that. And then the head actually has much bigger valves on it. So by comparison, the old one, I think it was 18.5 millimeter intake, 16 exhaust. The new valves are actually 23 millimeter intake and 20 millimeter exhaust. So you get a lot more fuel air mixture running through there. And then you put on a new sleeve that they give you, the new head that's on there as well. And then just going through some of the other things, that it has a new cam that you install, so the racing cam is on there. And then going up to the, let's see, putting the engine back, putting the sleeve on, then you have your carburetor. So it actually came with the upgraded Klein or a Klein carburetor. With another jet as well. So when you go with the bigger bore, you need to actually rejet the main to be a little bit richer. So I went ahead and did that. So the mixture is pretty good. And then on top of that, there's the CDI box and racing coil that it came with. So I put that on. And then the air filter there. So I replaced the big ugly air filter with just that tiny one that actually allows air to get in much easier. And then the exhaust also, which I'll show on the other side here. So this exhaust is pretty cool. It definitely changes the exhaust note, makes it a lot nicer, and I really like the install job the guy did. When I received the muffler from eBay, it actually didn't fit automatically. I had to make some adjustments, but I found a welding shop that did that, and I'll link to that video that has the guy's name that did that for me. You can see the intake chrome cowling there. Nice little aesthetic change. And what else will be showing on this side? Oh, you could just see the racing ignition there, the orange piece, and the new carbon there. And then you get a little bit of a transmission upgrade also. The Variator that is in this right here actually just doesn't have very heavy weights on it. So what you do is, with all that new power that you're getting, they give you a Variator that just has stronger weights that makes it shift up into that higher gear earlier. So the power gets delivered very nicely. Just left the stock belt in there, but you can even go with a Kevlar belt. And then that's pretty much it. It definitely has a nicer exhaust note. I'll go ahead and I'll just start it up now so you can hear it. Still haven't even put 1,000 miles on it. Yeah, I'll use another hand here. Definitely idles nicer, and running better. Got both the lights working nicely. All right, so we might repaint the back wheel black also if I change that tire. But otherwise, that's about it. So that's the Jinlun 2012 with the eBay upgrades on it, and then a few other little upgrades I did to it. Thanks.